Hi everyone, it's Mario. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing another D23 exclusive review. And this time we're taking a look at Vanessa. She was released for the 30th anniversary of The Little Mermaid. So D23 was pretty much all about Pink Ariel for a minute. And then Miss Vanessa shows up and takes the spotlight, just like she would in real life. It's actually funny because Friday morning, we were all in line to get the designer dolls, and outside of the Disney store they have this TV screens, and we were all just waiting, excited that we made it and all of that. And then all of a sudden they start announcing stuff on the screen, and you see different dolls and different merchandise releasing, and then all of a sudden this shows up. And we had not seen her. We heard rumors there was a Vanessa doll. It was pretty much confirmed up to that point, but then all of a sudden when that shows up on the screen, we all lost it. Collectively, the entire line, over 200 people, everyone just gasped. And that became, the spotlight of D23. Of course, Vanessa would do such a thing, right? But anyways, I'm really happy that they made a doll for her. I never thought they would make a limited edition doll of her. So this is very exciting. There's rumors that there's going to be another limited edition Vanessa doll in her wedding dress for Disney Store. I don't know how true that is. I hope it is. I would love that. It's such a cool idea. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started with this wicked review. First up, we're taking a look at the box, and she does have the same live action box that they used for Ariel. It says The Little Mermaid 30th Anniversary in the front, and it has the handle on the top, and we can see a tentacle from Ursula right there, which is really cool. It actually goes all around the box. On this side, it has ages 6 and up and the Disney logo. Now, the actual box itself is kind of like a fluorescent purple with gold. It's just very Ursula. So I love that even though they gave us Vanessa, they did keep a lot of Ursula themes in the box and the design of the dress itself. On the bottom, we have the shell, which I love. It says Vanessa Limited Edition 1 out of 1,000. And we also have the D23 Expo 2019 exclusive logo. It's just a beautiful, beautiful design. Now on the side of the box, you can see the tentacles for Ursula, which I love. And it's also like a metallic look to it. And on the other side, it's the same thing. And just like the other live action dolls, it does have the ribbon that you have to untie. And that just helps keeping the box closed, which I do like. Now on the back, we have the logo for The Little Mermaid 30 years. And then you can go ahead and pause. This is actually a really cool description of Vanessa. It's in English and in French. And I never read it to you guys because the video would just be too long if I did that. So that's why you could just pause and read it. Then we have another shell on the bottom. And the retail price for this doll was $159.95. Now, of course, when you open the box, you have the certificate of authenticity, and I have number 375 out of 1,000. Now, I actually didn't say it at the beginning of the video, but I will be taking her out of the box and will be doing the review of her out of it. That way you can see the details more. But I do like to show you what it looks like when you first get her, how she's displayed in the box and all of that. Now her display is actually really awesome because she is all purple and navy blue and all these different tones of purple, but then the background is actually yellow, which matches the room, her room in the castle for Eric. Or is it in the castle or in the boat? It's in the boat. So it's really cool that they did that because it's such a dramatic contrast when you first see her. So I love this display for her. It's just amazing. And actually, when you remove her from the box, you can see that it's the mirror and everything. When she's getting ready, you can see a picture of Ursula. That is so unique. And it does have the 3D effect that they do for a lot of the live action dolls. I just love that so much. Such a good idea. Here we have the Queen out of the box. She is amazing. There's so much going on. I can't wait to show you all the details that I discovered myself doing this review. So she's lovely. The first thing we're doing is taking a closer look at her face. And I gotta say, I have been waiting for a Vanessa doll for the longest time. They've only made one, which is part of that set they released a couple of years ago, and she looked very happy there. So I have been waiting a long time for them to do Vanessa again, and I'm so happy with this. They made such a beautiful sculpt for her. She has the devilish smile. She looks wicked and evil and yet very pretty. She has rooted eyelashes, red lips. Her eyes are not necessarily violet. They're more on the natural side. Don't mind me, I'm just fixing her lashes. But her eyes are more on the blue side, but there's still a little hint of purple there. So they definitely captured her. I just love the smile to the side. It's perfect. Now her skin does have, you know, that shiny glow like the live action Cinderella and some of the Elsa dolls that they did. That shine was too much. This is perfect. This is not even the shine. It's not even a gloss. It's more like a pearl effect to her, which gives her that Ursula look, right? It gives her that little hint of purple. You can see it there. The light captures it differently, but in person, it's stunning. Words cannot describe it. And it goes through her body as well. She's just perfect. Now, when it comes to her hair, wow, her hair is amazing. First of all, I was actually going to do a doll of her once, and I thought of including purple hair in it because I think it's such a good idea. So I'm glad that they did it here, and no one knew that they were doing this until we saw her. Look at that. It's perfect. It's like a dark brown with purple highlights. It's just beautiful. She has a lot of hair and they're soft curls, so there's not a lot of gel, which in comparison to the Ariel doll, Ariel has a lot of gel. This one has very, very little. It's a little messy in the back right there, but I really don't mind it because it goes with the overall look. It's beautiful. They did an amazing job with her hair. Really, really love it. One of the really cool things that surprised me is that they included a hairpin, and I'm not going to remove it, but you can see here a picture of what it looks like. And I love that they added the tentacles. That picture belongs to the creator of the doll, which is Jess Fuzz on Instagram. I'm glad she showed us so we can see what it looks like. And a lot of people wonder, where does this come from? If you don't remember, in the movie, she does have a hairpin that she takes out and throws at the mirror. And of course, it doesn't look as cool as this, but it's a cool idea that they included it. And who would Vanessa be without her seashell, right? She would just be Ursula. So I love that they included it. Of course, they had to. It looks like it's actual metal, but it's not. It's plastic painted gold. Really quickly, before we get into the outfit, I just wanted to point out that there seems to be a new articulation when it comes to the elbows, just because I really don't recall any 16-inch doll being able to put her hands like this before. So I really, really love that. Hopefully they keep it up. So finally, we are taking a look at this very, very elaborate costume or outfit for Vanessa. I love this constructed bodice with rhinestones on it. It's very beautiful. I love the two triangular shapes on the top. And as you can see, she does have kind of this lace right beneath it. It's just beautiful. I love the way it intertwines, you know, it goes side to side like that. It's just gorgeous. Now she actually has sleeves. It's kind of hard to look at this outfit at first and get it. It looks perfect in the box, of course, but once you take it out, you know, it takes you a minute to digest what's going on. So it's actually sleeves, and I will be removing the cape and stuff, and you can see that in a second. Let's just focus on the skirt for now. Now the skirt actually has a lot of sequins, and it's just beautiful. It's sparkling sequins, and it's like what's it called? It's like what is this called? This fabric. It's like a see-through, but it also shines. And then it has the tentacles. Well, in my opinion, they look like tentacles, right? It's like a little throwback to Ursula. It's just beautiful, totally unexpected. And I get why they did it. It would have been boring if they just gave us a plain purple skirt. People would have complained that it had nothing going on. So of course they added this. Now there's a bottom layer with more sequins. And because the fabric on top is see-through, you actually do see that they are there. I love this design for her dress. When I first saw it, I was kind of, in my head, I was like, what is going on down there? But that was a very bad picture, you know, when they showed it on the screen. But when you actually see it in person, it makes sense because it gives you that Ursula vibe. So I love that throughout the entire design, they kept her there. They kept Ursula present. That's awesome. There you can see a closer look at the sequins. They look silver, but it's more like a purple mixed in with silver. A very, very light purple, or pale purple, I should say. Here you see her laying down so you can take a better look at the dress or the skirt. And now I will be taking off the cape just so you can get a better idea of what the construction actually is here. And I really needed to do this to get it myself. As you see, there's a ribbon. Is it a ribbon? Yeah, it's a ribbon and it's strapped to her back. It's just a really unique design. So you kind of see how it works, right? It's pretty simple once you actually get to it. And you kind of see what the idea here was. Now the back part of the cape, it's kind of like a velvet, bluish navy color with fake leather surrounding it, or I guess framing it, right? That would be the proper word. It's framing it. And the inside part, of course, is purple. And now this is really easy to put back on. As you can see, you just kind of put it over her shoulders and onto her back, and then you tie it. Really, really simple. It does look complicated at first. I was starting to do the review and I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? But it is pretty simple, as you see. Now you can tell that they're actually sleeves. And let me show you really quickly what the articulation looks like. She has that waist articulation with the purple underwear, of course, to match the skirt. Of course, unfortunately, when you use these dark fabrics and these dolls, they could get stained, as you see there on her shoulder. It's totally fine for me. I understand how people would be upset. For me, it's okay because I don't plan to remove this outfit from her. She's gonna stay exactly as she comes. So it really doesn't matter what's going on underneath it, but it does suck that the staining is pretty much impossible for Disney to avoid. Now, when it comes to the sleeves, now that she doesn't have the cape, it's easier to see. I love the lace around the shoulders and right on the front. It's beautiful. Now, the actual sleeves are kind of like a light blue, but they're see-through. And then on the front, they're darker and they have embroidery on it. The embroidery that you see there is silver. It's really pretty, very interesting design for Vanessa. I would have never expected this. It's gorgeous. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's not what I would think Vanessa would be wearing. But of course, Disney store artists always have to take it up a notch because the animated cartoons are, they're so simple. They're just plain fabrics and stuff like that. So of course they have to get elaborate. And I love this design, especially on this sleeve. You see a little shell on the bottom with the rhinestones. Again, it's completely unexpected, which I love. And it really paid off. I think this is a beautiful design for her. It's so dramatic and over the top. And it's very like live action, right? It gives me like a live action princess vibe. It's perfect. Love it so much. Here's a closer look of it just so you can see. And now we have Vanessa's shoes. They are kind of a purple silver and they are heels. They are beautiful. I love that they gave her such unique shoes. Isn't it cool how you can see her skin has that glow to it? Love it. There they are. They're perfect. Of course, they are plastic, but they are very well made and they fit the style overall. Alrighty, my friends. Well, that is all for today. I am really, really happy that they made a doll for Vanessa. She's always been my favorite villain. I like Ursula too, but Vanessa is just my favorite. There's something about her. I have made so many different versions and custom dolls of her waiting for this moment. So I'm very, very happy and glad that I was able to add this beautiful doll to my collection. Thank you, Disney, for making her. I think she's perfect. She definitely deserves the attention. Thank you so much to all of you for watching my video, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.